So today, guys, we are going to be talking about a hot topic, the topic of players being banned. We know a few days ago we got a message from the Division 2 saying we have seen players circumvent game mechanics and systems in order to gain excessive amount of XP in a short amount of time. This resulting in high latency on our servers, therefore making the game unstable and unenjoyable. It says we are monitoring the behavior of the players that make use of these exploits will receive a temporary ban of 14 days and repeat offenders a permanent ban. So we already know they aren't playing any games with this, and I'll tell you, I have confirmed with multiple sources that there have been players that have been banned already, and yes, they use that exploit. So I'm gonna give you my honest opinion on this whole situation. Now, I will say that the players that have not been banned and might have done this, you're not out of the gate just yet, because a product developer did come out and say something today. So we'll get into all that, right? We'll talk about the bans, we'll talk about what I think about it, and we'll talk about what the product developer for the Division 2 recently said. So let me tell you my honest opinion on this whole situation. First off, guys, I will say that I think it sucks. I think the biggest issue with this is developers knew this was happening. Like obviously, if players know it's happening, if I've seen videos out there on it, I've seen there's intel on it, so they knew it was happening. Why didn't they a long time ago put out a message saying, hey, look, if you're doing this, you have potential to be banned, right? They could have dropped this information a while back. Then they could have came out now and said, look, we already gave you guys a fair warning. It's causing very unstable issues with our servers. Hey, we're going to have to ban people. And that's what they're doing now. But you know what? This is how they went about doing it. I will say that I feel like they should have told players, hey, look, this will be bannable, right? Like, I know it's in the TOS. I know it's in the rules already for doing exploits and stuff like that. But hey, you've seen so many players doing it. Tell them, right? Let them know. Personally, I never did it. You guys know I've been grinding Modern Warfare 2 while this was all going on. I just recently got back into the Dark Zone. And when I got back, I will say the servers have been a little bit crazy. Like, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. And the product developer for the Division 2 did come out with a statement when they released this. He said, unfortunately, too many players have been using this mechanic that are clear breach of our COC. Hopefully, we can move forward and get a good experience to all ASAP. Now, they are blaming a lot of the excess grinding of the XP causing instability issues on the server itself. And then that's their philosophy for having to ban players, because players are continuing to do this, causing the servers to be horrible for some players. I haven't really experienced too much of that. I will say it's hit or miss though, but I do play on, primarily I play on PlayStation 5, and I am on US East. That's usually my server, so it hasn't been too bad. But I've actually been playing with a couple friends that are playing the Euro server, and I haven't had too many issues either. So that's just my take on that for me. But I have heard, and I've had talk to other players who say, man, the servers are really bad, the game. And like they mentioned, well, they said if the servers are running bad, the game's obviously going to run bad, right? So that has always been their take on this, right, for the last 3 days. And if you guys head over to Division 2 forums, if you guys head over to any kind of public shared space where people are talking about this, there's hit or miss with the players. Some players are saying they deserve it. Some players are saying they get what they deserve. Some players are saying they never warned us. We deserve at least a warning. And I'm on the boat where I agree at this point in the game. I wish they would have just said, hey, look, this is causing issues to our servers. If you guys don't take care of this, well, you will be banned. Now, I will tell you through multiple sources, I will say that I have heard after this message was actually put out, and after people have been talking about this, there were still people doing this XP farm after the message was right when you log in, and they put out the message on Twitter. They put it out on almost every social space. I saw other creators talk about it. Like, I never mentioned anything because it was just all over social media, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna do a video on it. But yeah, I'm just saying, those people who chose to do it after the fact, I have no sympathy for you. But I will say, anybody who did it beforehand and they never give a message, well, it kind of sucks. You kind of knew what you were doing. You were playing with fire. But I will say, at this stage in the game, I wish they would have gave a warning message way back before this even happened, and like told people, hey, look, this is causing issues. We need players to stop, or we're going to start banning players, and like enforce it. Now, I will tell you, after all this, right, everybody knows people have been banned, the forums, everything. The product developer did make another statement talking about how the servers are doing and what is next. Servers are already a lot better, but unfortunately, we have to apply a cooldown on more accounts. We don't enjoy doing this, but it is necessary. So now reading that, you know what that, to me, what that states is, look, we've banned players. I've already confirmed with sources that players have been banned, but not everybody that is going to get a ban has been banned. Now, my biggest question is it the players who continue to do it after they already put out the message, or is it just players they haven't been able to ban just yet? Now, I know I've seen shade levels up in the 100,000s, 90,000s, and I don't even know if that is possible to get that high of a shade level legitly. I mean, it could be if you just know how to farm shade levels efficiently and that's all you ever did. But if you play anything just like strictly PvP and your levels are at 90,000, 100,000, well, maybe obviously you could see that. I don't know, guys. I just know, I will tell you, more bans are coming, and it's not looking good for, it's honestly not looking good for the Division community at the moment for any player that's done that. Hopefully, nobody gets permanent banned, because I would love to see everybody back in the game. I just feel at this point, the ban could definitely hurt the player base as a whole. Not everybody has done it. I know plenty of people who haven't. I will say that it just depends on how many people have done it, how they're tracking it, how they find out, and who gets banned, who doesn't get banned. So I will tell you guys, hopefully this doesn't affect us too much, and all it does is really improve the servers, because if that is truly the real reason for this, and I know the servers have been kind of crazy, countdown's been horrible recently, just going in there, like sometimes you get, and if that's what's truly causing this, well, then I totally understand that this was something they had to do if they couldn't really fix the problem, right? Like right away. So who knows? All right, guys, let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this whole situation? What do you think about them actually banning players? What do you think about how they went about doing this? What are your full thoughts on this? Let me know. And if you want to say, hey, look, I've been banned for 14 days because I did it this many times in the comments, you could definitely do that too, right? We're going to wrap up the video here. I will see you guys in the next one. But hey, until then, hey, nothing but skills out.